The sky burned with shades of orange and pink as the sun dipped behind the distant mountains. A gentle breeze carried the scent of blooming jasmine through the monastery courtyard. Birds chirped their evening songs, but inside the great hall, silence reigned. Sitting cross-legged on the cold stone floor was Guru Dhiran, the wisest monk in the monastery. His calm eyes, deep as a still lake, observed the young boy kneeling before him. The boy, Arjun, was only 10, his face full of curiosity. But today, his eyes carried something else: sadness. Guru Dhiran gently set down the old wooden book he had been reading and looked at Arjun. "You seem troubled, my child. What burdens your heart?" Arjun hesitated, staring at the flickering candle between them. Then, in a soft voice, he asked, "Guruji, what makes you sad?" The monk smiled, the kind that carried both warmth and mystery. "Why do you ask, Arjun?" The boy bit his lip. "Because I feel sad. Often. But I don't understand why." Guru Dhiran nodded. He stood up, motioning for Arjun to follow him. Together, they walked through the monastery's stone corridors, past meditating monks, down towards the riverbank, where the water glowed golden under the setting sun. The monk picked up a clay cup from the ground, filled it with river water, and handed it to Arjun. "Hold this." Arjun took the cup carefully. Then, Guru Dhiran reached into his robe and pulled out a small handful of salt. With a swift motion, he dropped it into the cup. The clear water turned murky. "Now drink," he said. Arjun hesitated but obeyed. As soon as the water touched his tongue, he coughed, spitting it out. "It's bitter," he exclaimed, wiping his lips. Guru Dhiran chuckled. "Now follow me." He led Arjun to the river's edge and, without a word, emptied another handful of salt into the vast flowing water. The river swallowed it instantly. "Now, drink from the river." Arjun cupped his hands, scooped up the water, and sipped. It was cool, fresh, and pure. "Did it taste bitter?" the monk asked. "No," Arjun replied, shaking his head. Guru Dhiran smiled. "The salt represents sadness, disappointments, pain. In a small cup, even a little sorrow makes the whole water undrinkable. But in a vast river, it dissolves. Sadness will always come, Arjun. The question is, do you want to be the cup or do you want to be the river?" Arjun's eyes widened. The air around them seemed to hum with newfound understanding. The boy whispered, "I want to be the river." The monk placed a gentle hand on his head. "Then grow, my child. Expand your heart. Widen your mind. Do not hold sadness in a small vessel. Let it flow into something greater." That night, as Arjun lay on his straw mat under the open sky, he looked up at the vast, endless universe. For the first time, he understood. His sadness was not the problem. It was the size of his heart that mattered. And so he closed his eyes, not with sorrow, but with peace. Moral of the story: sadness is not the problem. The way we hold it is. If our hearts and minds remain small like a cup, even little sorrow will overwhelm us. But if we expand ourselves like a vast river, our sadness will dissolve into something greater. The key to inner peace is not avoiding sadness, but learning to let it flow.